This fridge says Defy on it. It is fairly new, I would guess about 2 years old, side by side, freezer on the left, fridge on the right. I've had a few in my shop before, but none with a particular problem that this one has. When it came here, there was no gas in the system. We put a line tap valve onto the compressor, showed no gas whatsoever. We disconnected the suction from the compressor and the capillary from the dryer, and I put a gauge on and I pumped it up under pressure, and it leaked quite big. There was quite a magnificent leak in here, so there must be quite a big puncture in the system. And we visually checked all the joints, and inside the freezer there's a evaporator coil. We couldn't find a leak on it, so I assume it's an internal gas leak. Now in the freezer there's the evaporator coil, and in the fridge there's actually an internal cold plate made out of aluminium, and my guess is it's leaking on the aluminium inside the wall. Now this is all sealed, you can't open it to get inside. So what I've done is I've replaced the internal cold plate with the external cold plate. See what I've done here? This is a cold plate. I've made two little holes there. This is actually an evaporator plate that we bend into a little bar fridge, into the freezer compartment. Mounted it there with two self-tapping screws. The two pipes go through into the fridge, into the freezer side. This one just goes straight out the back, and this is the little evaporator coil. It's got a heating element for defrost. Originally this aluminium pipe here, which I've cut off, joined onto this evaporator coil, but what I've done is I've made these aluminium joints onto aluminium to copper, which this one goes to your cold plate. Second one, I did a weld there, and I've put the capillary on there that goes straight to the back of the fridge. I've made a hole in the back. I've wrapped the capillary around this pipe here. That's the last bit of suction before it goes out. Reason why I do that is once you run this fridge and this pipe gets cold, to eliminate ice forming on the outside, I wrap the capillary here, and a little bit of heat from the capillary stop the ice from forming at the back. It's much easier to get the right charge in it. And then behind it I've made a hole in the back, and this is where your suction and your capillary comes out, and I'm going to link that to the existing compressor. And once I've done all this, I've already put this top cover in, but once this cover is in place, it will cover the cold plate that I've put in. Nobody will know there's a cold plate in there, and once I've put the covers on this coil, nobody will know that these tubes, and it should function like normal. I've connected the compressor suction on. This is the old suction, the old capillary that doesn't get used anymore, the suction, so I'm just running it on test now. It's got a little bit too much gas in, that's why it's freezing on the outside. There's the new filter. There's the coil is frozen. I've put a few ice blocks down there and some ice blocks up there. So in my absence, if it goes on to defrost, I can see the ice being melted. But so far so good. That's a display showing -18 and 2. And my thermometer is 4.1, and you see that one, 19.2 negative. This is the fridge side, nice and cold. Freezer, nice and cold, and you can't see any of the pipes.